And it's okay to talk because I feel like it's... Hi guys! Welcome to Real Simple Cooking School. I'm Dawn, here with a very special guest today, the recipe goddess herself, Grace Parisi. Grace, thanks for being here.
I'm so happy to be here. It's so good to see you.
You too. We're like friends in real life.
Yes.
So it's especially fun to have you here.
And previous coworkers in another life.
And previous coworkers, yes. Which is what brings Grace here today. So Grace works at an amazing meal kit delivery startup called
Dinnerly.
It's called Dinnerly. And tell us a little bit about what makes Dinnerly different from all the other meal kits out there.
Hundreds of meal kit companies out there. This one, Dinnerly, is the most affordable meal kit company in the country. And so the price point is really, really affordable. It's about half of what you'd find at some of the other ones. The recipes, 20 to 30 minutes tops, 5-6 ingredients tops.
5 or 6 ingredients, that's it.
Yeah. So that means, less prep, more time to have dinner on the table, like more time at the table.
Yeah.
And so cleanup is really fast and people just love it.
Amazing. Okay, we're gonna get into one of these awesome recipes. We're gonna make smash burgers today. Before we get there, let's quickly review the rules. I mentioned these to Grace. Rule number 1, we wash our hands, obviously. Rule number 2, play nice. Please stay chill in the chat. If you don't have anything nice to say, go bark up someone else's page. This is a constructive teaching kitchen and we aim to keep it that way, okay? So let's keep it nice. Let's cheer each other on. We're here to learn to cook, become better, stronger, more nimble cooks. And Grace is gonna help us do that.
Correct.
A word on meal kits. Grace and I worked at one together and lots of people are in the meal kit space now. Lots of people developing those recipes. The people developing the recipes at Dinnerly are pros. And I don't just mean like they've been doing it for a little while. Like, Grace, how long have you been developing recipes?
Oh gosh, more than 20 years.
More than 20 years. She knows what she's doing. When she says 20 to 30 minutes, she means 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
She knows that this recipe works as written. Trust me, and we've talked about this, not all recipes work as written. These do.
Yeah, very true.
Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna make smash burgers. So how many ingredients does this one have?
This one's got, you can see it's got buns, potato buns, which are the best.
The best.
Potatoes, potato 2 ways. Mayo, which is, we use Sir Kensington, which is this sort of artisan mayo. It's a little sweet. It's a little bit sweeter than the normal mayo. We've got also ketchup, bread and butter pickles, and of course ground beef, which is grass-fed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this one, so you can get Dinnerly 2 ways, right? Yep. For 2 people.
Exactly.
Or for 4.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna make for 2.
Right. And what's really fun about this is that if you have a dinner party, if you want to have like a casual weeknight dinner party or something, you can order 3, each week you get a choice of 3 recipes.
Got it.
But if you wanted to do 3 times the dish, the smash burgers, you could have burgers for 6 people.
So fun. And then
really fun.
You get everybody in the kitchen doing it together.
Yeah.
Okay, put me to work. Should I do potatoes?
Okay, so we're doing just a classic, you like this knife?
Yeah, this is good, this is good.
Just like a classic oven fry.
Okay, oven fries, which is just to say roasted potatoes in the shape of fries.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna show you guys this cool thing. So one of the cool things about Dinnerly is that they don't send recipe cards because there's just too much paper out there in the world. So instead, you get the recipe card, great looking photo here, emailed to you. Oh my gosh, that was very cool functionality there. So recipe card comes to you, you've got a picture of the finished dish, you've got your equipment needs, the ingredients that they've sent to you. So you're getting all of the ingredients that you need sent right to your door. There's no need to buy a ton of different stuff every time you make a new recipe. You're just getting what you need for this. And it's a great way to experiment with new dishes, new flavors. I always say meal kits are a great way if you're not in the habit of cooking, whether you're I don't know, it's your first apartment, or you have new dietary needs, or you've been working a certain job that didn't give you enough time to make dinner and now you have some time. It's a great way to get in the habit
Yeah,
of
and then you don't
dinner.
have to waste your time shopping either.
Yeah.
So one of the good things about the meal kit companies is that we're taking a bite out of the supermarkets, and it's more taking a bite out of supermarkets as opposed to restaurants or takeout.
Yeah.
And one of the beauties of meal kit companies is that the waste for ingredients is drastically reduced. You get what you need, and that's it.
One trick that Grace taught me when we were working together is to toss, like if you're ever roasting vegetables, to toss it in the bowl versus the sheet tray. She believes that like things get coated better in the bowl.
True.
And as much as I try and resist it, she's right. So I'm just gonna do, what's
like a tablespoon.
Tablespoon olive
and then
oil.
A bunch of salt.
Salt.
So these are called salt and pepper oven fries. So you want to
be generous?
Yeah, be generous.
Okay.
You want to eke out some flavor. The salt will draw some of the moisture out, which makes them crispy. And then the oven's been preheating.
And then,
it's like 450. So it's like 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, and you're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then what do you got?
I'm going to do special sauce. So who doesn't love special sauce? So it is bread and butter pickles, which I think are my favorite. Half of them get chopped.
And this is the other smart thing.
Yep.
It's like using ingredients in more than one way in the same recipe.
Right. Without making it too complicated
Yeah.
or too confusing. Like you don't want a fourth of this in this component and a fourth in another so that you have to keep track of it. I mean, we try and be very conscious of people who are cooking. Because a lot of, like you said, a lot of these people might not necessarily have any experience. So.
And like we've talked about a lot, you guys, you know, like chopping can be intimidating. And the less, I think like the less you have to chop, the faster dinner happens.
And also like for those oven fries, we didn't peel the potatoes. So
we didn't peel the potatoes. I didn't even ask.
Yeah, no, they're healthier that way.
Yeah.
And also it's like you save a couple minutes with
Yeah.
prep time. So do you want to make this?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So it's just
half the pickles.
Half the pickles.
Can I eat one of these?
Yes, please. Yeah, but what doesn't make it to the plate? That's one on your plate.
One less pickle for me. Okay, so
Mayo?
some of the chopped bread and butters.
Yep.
Mayo. Ketchup.
A little bit of salt and pepper. And then that's pretty much it. It's really simple.
The other thing that's cool about this is you could probably like, I did both. Switch it up a little bit if you did have stuff laying around. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like I could add cheese to my burger.
Absolutely.
If I had it.
If you so happen to have capers, you could certainly add it to that. Or, tarragon, parsley, whatever.
Garlic.
Totally.
Yeah, okay. Special sauce done. It's like we kind of have to kill some time because
we've got 20 minutes for those potatoes. Actually, we've got to 10 minutes for the potatoes because we have to turn them halfway through.
Okay, cool. And we did get prepared and we made some potatoes in advance, so I think we'll be good to go.
You know what? Maybe I'll go flip the ones that we did.
Flip. Yeah.
So
we started some potatoes. Yeah, that's I think dry enough. Guys, remember rule number 3: no touching hot things, no grabbing the hot things. So Grace has got a dry towel. That's the one thing to keep in mind. I know you see me use a towel a lot instead of a oven mitt or pot holder. And just make sure it's dry, because as soon as it gets wet, it creates steam, and that's when bad burns happen.
Oh, that's really bad.
You want this guy, sturdy guy?
Yeah, sturdy guy. Well, no, this has got a nice flat end.
So speaking of spatulas,
yes,
we've got a couple of options here. Grace is using kind of like standard pancake turner. I think sometimes they are sold under. I have this sturdier one by Lamson Sharp. I don't know if they specialize in turners, but they might. Anyway, this is like one piece of metal sealed between the wood handle. This thing is awesome and really sturdy. I would say good. It's going to be great for the burgers, but it would also be good if you're on the grill, because it's a little bit longer, but it's sturdy enough that you can scrape it against the grates and it won't be too flimsy. But we'll show you, the burgers will work with either spatula.
It's warm. It's not steamy.
Okay, cool. So should we burger?
Yeah. So why don't you preheat the skillet?
Any questions while we're getting going here?
If you don't have that kind of spatula, would a fish spatula work?
Grace, what do you think, fish spatula in this case?
Those are the ones with the long elongated holes. That might be tough because you don't want the meat to come through the openings. You could use a sturdy jar.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Pot lid if it's flat
Small
without a
skillet.
lid. Yep. A meat mallet, like if you've got like a meat pounder, you can certainly just pound it that way.
David's gonna look for a fish spatula. I think, I mean, did I steal it yesterday? It's very possible I did. Oh, it's behind. Oh. Good job. Natasha found it. Okay, this is
Yeah.
a fish spatula. So yeah, I would say maybe not the best in
No.
this case, but a great tool to have on hand for delicate items like
Exactly.
fish, eggs, that kind of thing. So no fish fat today, but do put it in your cart for later. Okay, sorry, Rebecca, next question?
Is it okay to put parchment paper on the sheet pan before roasting the potatoes, or does it change up the texture?
Nope, it's perfect.
See,
Yeah.
I disagree.
Oh, okay.
My feeling is this, and we talked about it yesterday, actually, David and I did. I think that when you put parchment down, or even foil, you don't get as good browning. So yes, it makes cleanup faster, easier, but I think the product is like a little less delicious. Opinions, do what you
Agree to-
will with
agree
that.
to disagree.
Yeah, do what you will
Yeah.
with this information. Try and see what you prefer.
I do like brown parchment though.
You think it makes a difference with-
I find the brown parchment is finer
Oh, interesting.
and
Then white.
than white parchment.
Oh, very interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions before we burger?
Now they're ready.
Ready to burger.
Ready.
Okay, you notice that we're not going to add anything.
Right, because these are going to be so flat anyway, and that you season them. You season them when you put them in the pan, and then you season them, and then you flip them again. So we're not going to form burgers.
I know, and this
right?
is what is sort of one of my favorite things about this is like
It's correct.
you just have to kind of do this.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even have
don't
to
even have
be
to make a nice
like
meatball.
a meatball, but what we're looking for here are those like crispy, craggy edges.
Yeah.
Which you don't get if you like make a perfect patty first. So you want to start with like a mound with some height to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Bull. Good. I'll wash hands real quick.
yes.
We get very upset without hand washing.
Oh, thank you.
Right, guys? You prefer the hand washing?
The Crispiest.
They're very focused on HACCP rules.
Best practices.
Okay. So in the recipe you say skillet or griddle.
Skillet
you
or
have-
griddle. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about my cast iron choice?
You can do a hard, like a heavy stainless steel griddle. I mean,
Okay, cool.
Skillet.
Skillet?
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever skillet is your skillet, I would say not nonstick.
Not nonstick because you really want to heat it until it's smoking, and you
Okay.
really shouldn't heat nonstick past medium
Okay.
to medium high with food in it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So cast iron, remember, it gets hot, it stays hot. I think this is going to be the best for
Yeah.
a nice sear.
And you know what's really good is that if you really want the outside grill flavor,
Yeah.
but you don't, obviously you can't smash it on the grill.
Right.
You can preheat the skillet on the grill.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, throw some smoked chips in there, and you close the grill. You got
See,
some
she's a
smoky
wealth
stuff.
of knowledge.
And plus, you don't dirty your kitchen.
This is the
Yeah.
biggest benefit of grilling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, do you want oil? as
Yeah, a
far as
little bit of
smoke?
oil, but you know what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take these potatoes
Fries out? Okay.
I think they're absolutely
Ooh,
perfect.
they look good. Okay, so remember, we got a head start on the fries. But we
These
get to
are
have
doing really well, too.
we get to have double fries
Yeah.
here.
Can we give our audience a preview of the fries?
Preview of fries, sure thing. Okay, let's show them. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in here.
Is
Looking
this
good.
Look how crispy these are. These are super crispy.
Yum.
Yum, yum. Okay,
Okay, so I put a little bit of oil in there. I used olive. Is that okay?
that's great.
I'm gonna steal that towel.
Okay.
We have one towel. We can share.
Ooh, and it's nice and hot.
Hot, like really hot, like a hot tub. Okay? Hotter than a hot tub, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna smash one.
Okay.
Can I do it?
Yeah, do you want to try them with one different one? Okay.
Woo!
You do yours.
Okay.
You use the big guy.
Susan, I'm like at an awkward angle, so I'm just gonna, sorry Phil, I'm blocking you.
Five or 5.5 inches, so you might want to go even a little bit more.
More?
Yeah. The bigger the surface area, the more crispy.
Woo. And guys, the other great thing about the smash burger is, you know when you get burgers and they don't fit on the bun? What a drag, right? Careful.
Yeah.
These are going to go over the edge. They're going to be awesome. Should I season?
Yes, you season.
Salt on. Pepper.
And one thing I know about Dawn that I absolutely love is that you are the queen of taking things to the edge.
It's true.
She loves taking things just to the edge.
I do, yeah. I say that my food has a certain like low note, which means I nearly burn everything. I just get distracted. I'm having a good time, and there you have it.
I'm a fan.
Okay, so then you just kind of hang out for a few minutes until this gets like super crispy and golden brown around the edge.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see it changes a little bit of color. It turns from that sort of bright pink to a little bit grayish around the edge area there, and then you'd be ready to flip it over.
And I will say, we're like pretty much going to cook these through, right?
Yeah.
So my feeling is, when you're grilling burgers, like it can be scary, intimidating, like someone wants it medium rare, someone wants it medium. My husband actually asked like people what temp they wanted their burgers the other week. I was like, what are you doing? Like, they get what they get and they don't get upset. But the smash burger is like intentionally cooked through. It's crispy, but when cooked in the skillet, it stays really juicy because all of those drippings don't fall onto the fire.
Exactly.
So I think it's just like it is a great way to entertain.
How many minutes on each side?
Like about 1 to 2 minutes on each side.
Okay, and how can you tell when a burger is done without cutting through it?
Well, you can. I like to just press it to see if there's a little bit of resistance. So some people do the test with their thumbs and their hands. I think that's kind of silly because people's hands are different. But if you touch the meat and it offers a little bit of resistance, then you know that it's going to be about medium. Anything firmer, like if you can tell that it's really, really well done.
So,
how's it looking there?
it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So the question was about like how do you tell if a burger's done, or really anything is done without cutting into it. This is another thing that just takes practice. The more you do it, the more you'll get the hang of it. And remember, we're cooking to indicators, not time. Time is there as like a guideline, but what we're looking for is, like Grace said, the meat starts to turn opaque, and it'll go gray and then brown from pink. And it'll get golden and crispy, and you'll see what we mean when we flip it.
Right, the visual indicators are always so much more helpful than time. Time is, like you said, it's a tool. How's that looking?
I think it's pretty good. Should we flip and see?
That looks
Pretty good. And then press again?
Yeah, you can press again for sure.
The pressing is also good because it helps all of those nooks and crannies make contact with the hot pan. This is a hot pan.
It's very hot.
Grace and I are going to smell like meat.
Which is not a bad thing. You know, one really good thing about our menus at Dinnerly is we've got burgers on the menu, one burger on the menu every week throughout the summer.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So one burger on the week throughout the summer. Can people order this
in the next couple
recipe
of weeks,
right now?
For sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
We also have like a Juicy Lucy turkey burger.
Ooh, that one's really good.
That one's awesome. That one's yours. You win.
I think
not a competition.
The spatula wins.
But you know what a Juicy Lucy is? A Juicy Lucy
is there cheese inside?
Yeah, it's like an inside-out stuffed burger. It's awesome.
The stuffed burgers, I think, Rebecca, did you drop the link to Dinnerly in the comments? Cool. So you guys check out dinnerly.com and you'll find this and other awesome recipes coming up. What are some other ones coming up that you're excited about?
Oh, well, we also offer pretty awesome pizzas.
Ooh.
Really, really good. We've got like a pizza quiche. So it's got mascarpone and
Ooh.
broccoli and some pepperdew peppers. We also have some fantastic noodle, like Asian noodle dishes and stir fries.
Yum.
And chicken breasts with a delicious pepperoncini relish.
So it sounds like
Lots of
something
really
for
good stuff.
everybody.
It's very varied.
Nice. Okay, should we dismount these?
I think so.
These have been pretty good to me. And so I don't know, Phil, can you come maybe see?
That's good.
See how like it bounces back? Which I think it's not like rock hard. We haven't cooked all of the juices out of it.
Right.
But I think it's gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna dismount actually like right onto my board, I think. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then what about buns? Should we toast them?
It doesn't specifically call for it, but I can't imagine it being anything but delicious.
Like a great idea.
Yeah. So should we just like wipe out some of that?
So guys, quick trick, tongs. We've been talking a lot about tongs lately, or I have. Another good use for tongs, no touching hot things. If you go in here with your hands, you're gonna get burned, I promise. So take your tongs with a paper towel and just give it a little wipey wipe.
Nice.
That's it. Okay, buns in.
Buns in.
What?
You can tell your mom. A little
Wipey wipe? At least I'm not talking to the buns like this. Because that's how I
Who's a
talk to
good
the
bun?
babies.
Who's a good bun?
Ooh,
And since
toasting
this pan is
nicely.
hot, it's coming out really nicely. Sometimes for buns, what I like to do is, especially if it's very, very juicy, what you're going to be putting in there is I like to close it and toast the bottom.
Oh,
Just so that,
look at all these hot tips.
I know, right? So that it doesn't, juice all the way through. And just like a minute or so.
Some other tips and tricks for preventing soggy bun.
Nobody wants a soggy bun.
No soggy buns this summer. Okay, great.
Perfect.
Yum. Okay, it's time to eat burgers.
Yeah. So I'm
Guys.
going to grab the fries.
Remember, we've been like chatting and doing other stuff, and it's only 1:25. Really, really fast.
Yeah.
All we had to do was chop pickles and slice potatoes. Not bad.
Not a bad thing.
Okay, I'm burgering it up.
And so actually in real time,
The
these
potatoes have to be
potatoes
done.
are very close to being done. So we just have to flip them. And of course, don't do this at home, but use a spatula for the
Remember.
second flip.
Grace can do it with
Thank
her
you.
fingers, but you can use a spatula, tongs.
So 2 more minutes, like 2 or 3 more minutes, and then this is done.
Yum.
Look how perfect.
They look pretty great.
Really good.
I did a nice amount of olive oil. on
You
them,
did a very nice
so-
tossing. Beautiful. Do you want to build your burger?
I want to build a burger. Okay, so we've got toasted bun, smashed patty. We've got the special sauce of mayo, ketchup, chopped bread and butter pickles. So just sauce on top.
Yep, sauce on top. And leave some, there's plenty of sauce for the oven fries too.
Okay, cool. And here's the thing, I guess like if someone in your world like was not into the special sauce, you could just keep the sauces separately.
Absolutely.
And have like more pickles and like kiddo could just have the ketchup or whatever. Look at all those fries.
Delightful.
Guys, here's a food styling tip, especially when you have like round things like this. Beware of creating a face.
Yeah. So no threes.
So see, there's his eyes, his nose, his funny mouth. He needs to go to the dentist. Anyway, that's just a silly thing. Okay, anything else we need to know about Dinnerly? besides that, like, it's awesome, convenient, inexpensive, and a great dinner solution.
It's also really flexible. I mean, you just really said it all, but it's really flexible. So if you're away for a week, you want to cancel, or not even cancel, you just don't want to order.
Make a pause, yeah.
You can pause. You can pause for as many weeks as you want. You can order 3 of the same dishes. You can order 3 separate dishes. It's always 3 per week, but there's enormous amounts of flexibility.
And it sounds like summer's actually the perfect time to try it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you are traveling, you don't want to have a ton of groceries in your fridge that you may or may not get to. It's like, I just want what we need, I'm going to get it, and we're going to be super satisfied.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grace, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, check out Dinnerly. Tons of great options, real pros behind the curtain there. And I'll see you here next week. Have a great one. This week's homework. Why don't you make a burger?
Huh.
Why don't you make a smash burger at home? If you want to grill, that's totally fine too. But I'd say try this out. I think you're going to really like the method. Okay? The recipe is on realsimple.com. Go to Dinnerly, check it out. Grace, thanks.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
It's
and
lovely.
we'll see you next week. So long.
Bye.